your favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies, Cess. Let's talk Steph and Sabrina. They're going to shoot it out this year at the NBA All-Star Weekend, and I am looking forward to it. This is great. This is great stuff for both leagues. This is totally great for the WNBA because it gets some eyes on one of the premier players. It gets some people thinking about the talent at the WNBA, and it gives an opportunity for her stellar shooting ability to shine, and to be able to say, to show like this is the type of quality of players that we have over in the W. And these are the type of things that we need to be able to help the league grow. Now, from what I'm researching, it seems like the initial challenge was laid down by Sabrina after she had scored 37 points in the WNBA All-Star Weekend 3-point shootout last year. And I think some kind of way in the last week, I don't know that's when this happened, but I know I heard it in the last week that Steph was mic'd up, and I don't remember who he was talking to. Somebody that's also familiar with Sabrina was saying, hey, she made more threes than me. It's the only person that scored more points than me in a 3-point contest. Maybe we should have we should shoot it out now. And so that kind of got the momentum going, reminded everybody about what Sabrina said, and now we got this thing going on this year at NBA All-Star Weekend, Saturday night, February 17th, right after the traditional 3-point shootout. And I am fired up about this. Now, listen, I'm not one of those people who wants to see a whole lot of male versus female competition in sports. Like, I don't want to see real hand-to-hand combat. I don't want to see men and women playing football, football against each other. Although I know that there are some women who play football. Dope. Love it. But to be like an all-women's team versus an all-men's team in football, not interested. I'm on the fence about all-men's basketball versus all-female basketball. At some point, I just wonder if the athleticism and the physical ability of the men would just be too much for the women. I mean, although it may be interesting to see like Braun versus brute and Braun versus brains, and that's not to take anything away from the guys. I'm not saying that they don't play the game with their brain. I just think women think the game more, and I think it's evident in the way that the game is played. It's a lot more fundamental and foundational based than it is kind of athleticism and just a physical ability sometimes as we see in the men's game. And I think that's kind of maybe the difference between the two games, that strength and physical ability gives the guys an opportunity to make some jump out your seat plays that you don't see in the WNBA. But I feel like the WNBA has just as many jump out of your seat plays. You just have to understand what you're watching to know that you should jump out of the seat because you just saw some great shit take place. Like, it's it's easy to know, he dunked it one hand, spun around. We never seen it before. Yeah, cheer for that. But, when somebody comes through and breaks somebody down off the dribble and hits somebody with behind the back pass, like we see Malaysia do, or to come down and run a perfect play, or to take advantage of a matchup, or continue to take advantage of a matchup. Those are some of the things that you see taking place in the WNBA that, if you don't have an appreciation for the game, you don't even know that you're seeing something great. So I'm totally not trying to say that the men don't play the game with their brains. Just it's a more cerebral, I think, at the on the women's side, and a lot more physical on the men's side. And even as I'm saying it, I guess there could be an argument against that, but I don't have a better way of really really explaining the differences between the games. So that was my shot at that. But with all of that said, the WNBA needs things that get eyes on its stars, gets eyes on its teams, gets eyes on its game, right? it's a wonderful opportunity for people to get to know Sabrina Ionescu. They'll probably go back and see the great shooting that she did. Go back and watch on YouTube or wherever to see the shooting that she did in last year's All-Star game. So the momentum build up, and for this to be like Steph Curry, the 3-point king of the NBA, is really cool. It's not like they went and just got some guy from the NBA to shoot threes against Sabrina. It's a game recognized game. Got to respect each other, because at the end of the day, this is going to be about pure shooting ability. Everybody line up. No, nobody's guarding us. You go to your rack, I'm gonna go to my rack, and we're gonna see who make the most of these at the end of the night. Now, the 3-point contest is always cool to watch. It's always super fun. I hope that they do some tweaking to it, to make it more a little bit along the lines of the shootout that Gilbert Arenas did as part of Gil's Arena with the shooting contest. Shout out Gilbert Arenas and Gil's Arena and the team over there, Lexi Brown, Kenyon Martin, Rashard McCants. I think Brandon is over there. I don't know, y'all. Don't give me the line. I don't remember everybody, but they put together a great show. I want to say it's like Monday through Thursdays. I really enjoy it, and I really enjoyed that shootout, the shooting contest. It was like high school threes, college threes, and the NBA threes, I think. And then maybe even like some extra long distance, maybe, I don't know, maybe a 4-point shot. I don't know. I had some lemon cherry gelato that day, so I may not be remembering totally perfect. But they had a young lady in there that shot the lights out. The gentleman who ended up winning, he was like Automatica Grammatica. His shot and follow through was the same time after time after time. He didn't get tired, none of that. So these types of things, especially with a twist, NBA, WNBA, let's think about that. Are great for women's basketball. I appreciate Steph and Sabrina, coming together and even putting this thing on for us fans. It should be a good time out. I don't know who I got. I don't know who I got. Because I think, honestly, like, either one of them could win. Now, I thought that I heard at one point that they were both going to shoot from the NBA 3-point line. But when I tried to confirm that, like in writing someplace, I haven't been able to confirm it. Every place I see, it looks like Curry's going to shoot from NBA 3 and Sabrina's going to shoot from the WNBA 3. Although I think that they could both shoot from the NBA 3, NBA 3-point line, and it'd still be a great contest. So, some people may try to put an asterisk on it since they're not shooting from the same exact 3-point line, but they are, shooting from the 3-point line that pays their bills, as far as like league. So, regardless, it's all for fun. It's all for charity. They've got money going to, I think they're nonprofits, and then there's also, I think, State Farm is going to be making some donations to support like economic empowerment in Black communities. So just a lot of good things going on around this specific part of Saturday night All-Star weekend. So shouts out to both players for making this happen. Looking forward to it. Until next time, stay tuned. Talk soon. It's your Auntie with Uncle Tendencies, Cess, and I'm out. Peace.